They did indeed attack us. Expecting a Pyrrhic victory. Well, the more damage that we can inflict here, the better. We're going to have to make very heavy use of the heroes. What's dangerous? The archers are... Well, we have a fair amount of cavalry which we can use to counter the archers. And then the spearmen. My own spearmen should be able to beat them. Okay. And we need to kill everything here. If we kill it all, then there's no garrison.
Here we begin. Let us fight to the end. To save China, I must end these enemies.
Keep your resolve, even as the dark encroaches.
Isn't 4 turns perfect since building siege stuff takes 5 turns? No, because...
Now, draw your weapons.
I'm pretty
Battle
sure
is upon us.
that the enemy reinforcements are about 2 turns away. Because their army is almost certainly at the Silk Trader. Alright, so... we have a couple of guerrilla opportunities. Oh, we can actually deploy here. Good. So let's see if we can hide in these woods. With the horse archers. I want to know what these 2 circles are. Oh, those are abilities, aren't they? So it shows you when the cooldowns are done. Oh, that's actually super helpful. I could totally deploy these guys behind their lines and just slam into their cavalry like from the start of the battle. I'm really tempted to do that. Not into their cavalry, into their archers. Just a really rapid pincer. They have no heroes, so we can afford to be a little more spread out to cover a bit more ground. Oh, we don't actually have any archers.
Horses! Stand ready! Cavalrymen! Swords drawn!
So these yellow turbans are going to arrive rather late. Run. Run. You. Charge that. You. Charge him. You charge them. And you lot come running down here. Go.
Our men are spotted.
My heavies might get taken... Well, actually, you're... I doubt that you can do much damage to me because you're not armor piercing. My yellow turban spears should be able to destroy their saber cavalry, no problem. Their G infantry captain's going to be the one who's a little problematic. Just depends on whether you can hold out while under this withering archer fire. And in fact, I think what I'm going to have to do here is get the horse archers just to straight up charge. So hopefully you can hold up in a close combat fight. Not to mention the boss man himself, of course. Ooh. That cavalry charge actually shattered my spearmen. That's not what I was hoping for.
Ready
You
to
guys running?
ride?
No.
Our warriors run! Craven
Bollocks.
dogs!
This is not good. This is going about as badly as it possibly could.
Stand ready.
Kill them!
Blades. Show them justice.
Fight!
Cavalry. Mount up.
Look! The enemy run! Craven!
Locked and ready.
At the ready!
Still yourselves.
Unleash fury! Make ready! To attention!
Prepare.
As I said, this is going to be very much dependent on how the heroes do.
Attend. Show no mercy.
But thankfully my heroes are pretty well beefed up, so we should
Ready.
be okay.
Ready! Our general needs our aid! Do not relent!
Arrow. Spears to hand. Strike them down.
Prepare!
Okay, we're routing them here in the center.
Spears! Show no mercy!
Okay, good. So, you go after them. You after them. You after them. You after them. You're chasing them.
At the ready! To battle!
Now we just need to kill everything. Well, we do have archers,
Our
they're just
success
mounted.
looms large.
Horses. Stand ready. Bows. Charge.
To attention, archers! Horsemen!
March now. Destroy them. Spearmen. Stand ready. To attention, spearmen. Strike.
Feel the fury of the earth! Attack!
There's the victory. Now we just need to get the killing.
Archers ready. Ready, bows.
Unleash fury!
Swordmen ready. Double time.
Leave you back. Don't getting in the way of the archers. Alright, which units are big? 12, 30, but you're probably too far away from that. 60, but they have horsemen and the general. 24. Alright, head over here to help against the infantry command. Oh no!
Archers prepare.
Oh, you only need one of you.
Move now. Spears ready. The time has come. Take heed, warriors.
Yeah, that is exactly what these are. I'll show you when buffs are ready.
To attention.
Interesting.
Go, go. With speed.
Well, what I'm getting so far from the Yellow Turbans is they win a lot of battles they have absolutely no right winning.
Stand ready.
That's dead. Is anything escaping?
Attack. Attend. Cavalry, stand ready. Fight. The time has come.
Keep it up! That's right!
Please tell me we killed everything. 0. Haha! Excellent. No defenders, so I think we should just walk on into the town. It's mine now. If not, there's going to be no guards. Spear died to the cavalry because you ran them into the cavalry. They stood still. They would have got the charge reflection bonus. That is true in a bubble. Thank you.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
Oh, but their general survives. Of course he did. I'm going to take the replenishment.
For China.
For Mordred.
We cannot ignore your actions any longer.
Liu Yan has declared war on me. Okay. He's the one to my south-west. Yeah.
Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished. The tyrant is dead. Yet in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
The tyrant is dead. Long live the tyrant. And we did take the settlement. Faction development in a reflection. Simplicity, when scattered, becomes a vessel of usefulness. The holy man, by using it, becomes the chief leader. And truly, a great principle will never do harm. Fall of the tyrant. The minister Wang Yun is plotting the overthrow of Dong Zhuo. No longer willing to suffer the tyrant, it is said that Dong Zhuo's adopted son has been manipulated into striking the killing blow. Faction succession. Dong Zhuo. Dong Min is now in charge. And now it's just the silk trader. Oh, there is somebody even further north than me. Wu Wei. Small town of the Han Empire. It's a little bit concerning that you've declared war on me. Although... oh no, there is a road north. A very windy and definitely not direct road north.
Deflect with shield, cleave with sword.
How are we doing in terms of this? Slowly but surely. Okay.
Resist corruption.
Well, Jin Cheng needs to be repaired, clearly. This place has actually got a population. We can get some replenishment going. Huzzah! And Gong Du is leveled up once more. So we can take Focus, Resolve Cunning, more ranged armor pierce damage, more range damage, and more income from industry, faction wide. Resolution, Expertise, Authority, and Enlightenment, Construction Time Reduction, and Melee Evasion for him. Endurance, Attrition Reduction, Fatigue Resistance for his retinue. Precision, Ranged Fire Rate, Ranged Armor Pierce Damage and Expertise. Effortless Flow, Campaign Movement Range and Speed for his retinue. Or Fanaticism, Resolve, Cunning, Enlightenment plus 10, Melee Armor Pierce, Melee Damage and Replenishment for his army. I'm going to go with the Fanaticism. That replenishment is going to be important. And I suspect that anything which buffs his retinue also buffs him. So more melee damage, more melee armor pierce. Let's save and see if that's actually true. So his armor pierce so far is 3.8 thousand. .4. Yes, it does. Plus it increased his resolve and his cunning. His resolve is kind of crazy. How many hit points does this dude have now? 46,000. Has to be said, for this campaign being very hard, you seem to be doing really well. This faction suits me. Like, really solid infantry with decent archers. And surprisingly useful cavalry. But I did lose my Guardian to the Land, which is a bit irritating, so that's going to take them 2 turns to replenish and recover. What's the icon next to the Great Wall? That's just telling me it's the Great Wall. And in fact, I can get rid of that now. Oh. Why is it saying I have no pins? I clearly do. Weird. Friends! Zhang Kai and Gong Zhuo. We fought side by side in battle. We fought well and won. He declared war on me. We've built the large town. We gained several ancillaries. Dual war axes. Plus 15 resolve and plus 15 charge bonus. 2.4 thousand armor pierce and 1,000 melee damage. And a clay axe. Got End of Reflection. Got the Fall of the Tyrant. Faction Succession. Hunshu now has a new capital, which is over there. And we've taken the enemy capital. Good. So Wudu can actually upgrade straight away to a small city. That's going to get us some walls, which is going to make us a hell of a lot more difficult to conquer. And we have to be a small city in order to get the peasant family houses, which we need to get the extra population growth. So let's do this. That's a good question. So, this guy who's also Mega Resolve, 52. How have you got more? Well, my healer is 39,000. I'm just surprised that Zhang Kai has more health. Maybe that 25% permanent health bonus is in fact permanent. Although they've both won one duel, but you won a duel which you weren't supposed to. Oh, I don't know.
The mightiest tree survives on its roots.
Anyway, we can get another technology. Mustering turn reduction replenishment sounds like it would be good. Campaign movement range sounds good, because we're going to have to react to a lot of threats. Construction costs for peasant housing and labourer housing. We're building a lot of housing. So that could save us a fair amount of money. I'm going to say the campaign movement because I suspect we're going to be in a lot of dangerous areas. Although the earlier I get this, the more money I save. Let's get that first. How long until we get the small city built? 5 turns. Perfect. So we'll get the small city and then we need to upgrade our buildings again. You have got to stay here and replenish. You really do. Right, and then we have the ancillaries. Which you cannot use. Which you cannot use. Nor you. So it's going to have to be this dude. Yeah, so I suspect that the dual war axes are going to be an amazing damage boost for you. Your regular damage will go down by 400, but your armor pierce goes up by 1,400. Your attack rate stays the same, you also gain a bunch of resolve rather than instinct, and also the charge bonus for that initial impact. Right, we do have an officer available. Wait, we're not using methods of Simoa? Cunning bonus. I mean, actually, if anyone was going to have cunning, it would be you. Well, it adds a lot of satisfaction, which you need.
Trust with conviction and strike true.
Though your satisfaction is actually improving somewhat. Let's give you that.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
Resolve authority. Nah. You could use the officer. You've currently got the trader, which increases trade influence, which is actually completely irrelevant thinking about this now. Because I don't trade with anyone. So you may as well take the authority. Well, actually, you may as well take the authority. Actually, you may as well take the authority because you're basically my strategist equivalent. You're going to have the guys who are in the front line.
How may I serve?
So can you recruit spearmen? No. You can. So actually
Your
it should
arrival
be
is welcome, my lord.
you who gets the officer. Okay. Now, is there anyone else in court that we can recruit? Chengon Shu, a scholar. Who detests us. Committed, mustering reduction, replenishment increase. Uncomplicated, recruitment costs of this army. Damn it. And defiant. Morale and defending, resolve and expertise. You could actually be a pretty decent administrator. What is it with my scholars and... Sorry, my... Not, yeah, but scholars being crap. It's irritating. Both of my assignments are currently in use.
Remain honest.
You have nothing you can build. You are replenishing. What are you doing? Do I want to stay here on the hunch that these guys are going to attack us? Or do I want to go north to add your forces to the attack on Jincheng? I think you're going to help me attacking Jincheng. No one knows whether one can start this game from another certain point of Three Kingdom time period. It's always the late hand. It's always late hand. There's just the one start time. Take you 4 turns to get there. Force marching. I mean, that's a little bit dangerous. I'm not so concerned about Dong Min's territories because he has a lot of other problems, and I really do want to take Xincheng out. And I'd like, well, no, you're going to stay down here and you're going to help me defend stuff just in case.
Resume standard
So let's put you in the copper mine because from there you can reinforce Wudu. And I think the copper mine is the most likely place that they'll attack. If they come running up here, then we'll be able to see them, we'll be able to intercept them. Probably.
I return. How fare the people?
And then next turn, you're basically going to have to head out and start attacking Jincheng. Or more likely, they'll head over here to try and counterattack and retake some stuff. Alright. There's Dong Min himself. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Zhang Kai has been wounded. A solid friend is worth more than 1,000 unknown soldiers. As you lie recovering from a battle, a comrade tells the tale of a friend who took a great risk and great injury to save you in the fray. You survived because of them. They survived too, but not without bearing the battle scars. Zhang Kai and both of his friends like him more because of this. However, he did get wounded. So we're gonna have to rest up for another turn anyway, regardless.
Reject
corruption.
In that case, Cheng can start building some more stuff instead. Population here is rising, but only by 6,000. We have a drinking house, satisfaction, public wide, and public order. Commerce income. Dock market is commerce income, and then a fish trader. Oh, we are on the river. We're right at the end of the river. No. Don't want to downgrade that. I want to demolish it. Oh, I see. We would have to convert to a harbour trader, which is commerce, fish income, and commerce income. I can't see commerce being a good source of income for us. Knocking the pub down. Why am I knocking a pub down? And we're going to demolish that as well. Why can't I demolish it? Do I have to convert before demolishing? Refund, 1 ducat. Alright then. That's what it takes. You're staying there for a turn. You're hanging out here for a turn. Do I want to recruit any of these guys? No. Phelan? He's the beautiful, humble, and tolerant dude. Okay. We've become a minor strategic threat. Interesting. Hey Yi apparently still exists.
Enter freely, friend.
You have food, but that's it. Huang Shao.
I'm eager to listen.
It's just a coalition, which none of you are going to want. Not yet, anyway. As our level goes up, our relations with the other Yellow Turbans goes up too. Unlocks the diplomatic option to make peace with the regular factions once we hit healed. Empowered, we can do trade. Ascended, no different. And then enlightened, we can make alliances. Ah, and then here's the victory condition. Yellow Sky Mandate cancels alliances with other emperors. Once you have earned significant enlightenment to reach the highest rank, you still have the right to choose. You will have the right to choose the Ascended Emperor. The 3 strongest Han factions will then also claim their rights and rule and declare themselves emperor, which will make their capital seats of great power. You must dethrone these pretenders by capturing their seats. Unite China by bringing all emperor seats under your control and by owning 95 counties. So we basically, it's similar to the governors. We need to take out the other 3 ascended emperors, or the other 3 emperors. Ample food, +5 income from peasantry, +2 reserves. And there's my total population. We have a grand total of 47,000. That's probably about as big as my army. No, my army's going to be a lot smaller. Isn't the harbour the part of the city? No. No, pretty sure the harbour is just something that you build. This isn't like, oh, maybe it is. Then why? Oh, converting it makes it a harbour trader. Right. I'm still fairly sure it's a thing I can choose to build. I don't think... Then why can't I demolish it? You know what? I don't know, Isdar. That's a good question. I think that just means that, yeah, this is a harbour city, isn't it? It is. Then yes, it's part of the city. Okay, so ports are still a thing, which I'll need to worry about. So we can get the harbour trader, which would increase income and income from commerce, which is irrelevant to me. Or we can get the food production from the Grand Fishing Port. Yeah, we want the food. This is going to be one of the sources of food for us. Okay, well spotted. Don't need to demolish that one. Very well spotted. Yeah, I did wonder why that was a downgrade. If you buy Yellow Turban, are they on the main campaign map? I don't quite understand what you're asking there, W. Is Guan Yu a general in Cao Cao's army? No idea, I haven't played a Cao Cao. There are no ships or ship battles.
Sprout ever upwards to heaven.
I'm fairly sure I did destroy this. It's because I didn't press demolish, I only pressed downgrade. I pressed the wrong button. Those two are being demolished. I guess he means can you play on them on the main map? I'm making a confused face, W, because I'm playing as the Yellow Turbans right now. So, yes. And I think the Yellow Turbans are still in the campaign map, even if you don't have the DLC, you just can't play as them. Yeah, there's only the one map. It's a big map. It's a very big map. We're just in a different part of it, which we hadn't seen up till now. We took out Marteng, so we know what happened to Marteng in the Kong Rong game. Although Lu Biao's not far away, I don't think. I think Lu Biao is... like in this kind of area. Maybe he's here. Yeah, I think Lu Biao is here, because he's just south of Dongming. Anyway, I'm going to call this stream here. I think this is a good enough stopping point. I don't want to risk getting into any other battles. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't worry, I will be back in an hour, starting again at 10 PM this evening. If you wish to see a continuation of Gong Du, then you should totally join us for that. Thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't done so already, do consider hitting that follow button to get notifications when I am live again in the future, which, like I said, is going to be in an hour. If you've really enjoyed this, do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content, and just supports my continuing to live, because, you know, I do this full time. This is my job. If you want to support the channel other ways, you can check out that Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Mordred Viking, or you can go to the link which Marshall is very helpfully putting up right now. I do have a YouTube channel where you can find the Lu Biao playthrough as far as it went, and also the beginning of the Kong Rong. You've heard me referencing Kong Rong's game quite often. That's currently being uploaded onto YouTube, so you can find it there. Finally, I have a Discord where you can find myself, you can find the rest of the community, and you should totally come and join us. If you guys are talking about the different characters and stuff you can play, you will find that the Discord is a wealth of information, as many other people from this channel do hang out over there. So you should totally come join us and ask any questions you have there, because they're very helpful. As I said, be back in an hour, so we'll continue Gong Du at that point. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.